Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a couple of minutes here to talk to you about a DWI case. I got off the phone with a client a few minutes ago, and it reminded me of the case when we represented him last year, how there were some local police officers here in the Fort Worth area that tried to kind of pull a fast one on him as it relates to his DWI traffic stop. And as I was thinking about that situation, it made me think, there's probably a lot of people in Texas that are fighting their DWI case, and they may not even be aware, maybe their lawyer hasn't explained any of this to them. They may not be aware that there are some issues related to their traffic stop that could affect this case going away, regardless of what their blood alcohol level may be. So in this video, the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about how you can defend your DWI case in Texas. And we're going to speak specifically about, did the police officer in your case have reasonable suspicion for your traffic stop? So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to explain the ins and outs of what the police officer is trying to develop when he's looking to develop reasonable suspicion for your traffic stop. And what was he claiming? In your case, was he claiming you were speeding? Was he claiming that you were weaving within your lane, failing to signal a lane change? Can he prove it though? Just because he says that you committed a traffic stop, is there evidence to actually prove it? Now, if you'll stick around to the end of this video, I will give you a free resource known as the Ultimate Guide to Texas DWI Defense. It'll be your ultimate guide and answer just about every question you could ever think of as it relates to your DWI defense. Now, some people ask me, say, what if the officer in this case never told me the reason why he stopped me? What if I'm 100% sure that I was doing everything correctly and there's no doubt in my mind at all? Well, that's even better. If you know for sure you were doing everything accurately, it's very important to understand the burden of proof is on the police officer to prove that he had a legal reason to stop you that day. He must prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. Otherwise, your DWI case should be thrown out. Now, if you have questions about any of this, let me tell you something. If you'd like the Hampton Law Firm to personally assess your situation, don't hesitate to call us at 817-877-5200 at the Hampton Law Firm. If not, no problem. I want to give you some free information now. Let's jump right into where we were at. Now, when you are trying to figure out if the police officer had reasonable suspicion to stop you, the first question we must ask is this: did you commit a traffic violation? Can the officer prove it? And think about this for a minute. What if he claims you were speeding? How is he going to prove you were speeding? If he used a radar, did he have that radar maintained? Does he have records to show that that radar has been maintained? Was he pacing you? What exactly is he able to articulate to show that you committed a traffic violation? Listen, if there's no reasonable suspicion, if he can't prove the reason why he was stopping you, then there's no DWI, and as a result of that, your case can be thrown out legally. And how we do that is through a mechanism called a motion to suppress. We can file a motion to suppress to be able to bring that action before a judge, and the judge or a jury could potentially throw out the entire case, regardless of what your blood alcohol level may have been. Now, let me give you an example. In a recent situation I had with a client that I was talking to you about, got off the phone with him, we had a victory in court with him, and we kind of relived that a little bit. We talked about it. One of the issues that he has is that the police officer was claiming that his front headlight was not operating properly. So what we did is we sat down, we reviewed the reports together, looked at the police reports, compared them specifically to the patrol body cam and the body cameras, both cameras that were involved in the incident. And we looked to see, was there proof beyond a reasonable doubt that that front headlight was not operating properly? And so officers, listen to me, it's important. Officers must have more than just a hunch or a guess that you were doing something wrong. They must prove, not through conclusory statements, they must prove through evidence that they had reasonable suspicion that a traffic violation had taken place. Now, here's what happened in my client's case. We were able to review the evidence, and we found out that the actual video really displayed what looked like a headlight that was working. I saw what looked like light coming out of that headlight. As a result of that, we were able to fight the case on two fronts. The first front is we filed a motion to suppress in the court that we were assigned to, and we had it heard before the judge. Now, that judge in that particular instance ruled that she believed there was enough evidence to proceed forward, but then we got a second bite at the apple. We were able to now show the same argument to the jury during a jury trial, And it gives us an opportunity to argue that directly. And here's the way it is. They'll get a jury instruction. The jury gets an instruction saying, if they do not believe beyond a reasonable doubt that that traffic stop was legal, they must find my client not guilty. And in this situation, that's exactly what happened. The jury looked at exactly what we saw. They came back, they found my client not guilty. And now listen, please understand, every situation is unique. Your situation may not involve a headlight, but I want you to understand, I hope this really points out the fact that it's very important that you thoroughly review all of your evidence to see and use every means under the law by which to get an upper hand in your DWI defense. So now I promised you, if you watch this entire video, I promised you that I would give you a free resource. And this free resource is known as the Ultimate Guide to DWI Defense in Texas. So all I need you to do is click the link below. Let me do it this way. Click the link below. Click the link below, and it'll take you to a page that'll prompt you. You provide the information. They will give you we will provide you a free resource, the Ultimate Guide to DWI Defense in Texas. And by the way, listen, I encourage you, if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that. That's right down below as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have specific questions and you need help with your DWI defense, don't hesitate to call us at the Hampton Law Firm, 817-877-5200. Hope you have a great day and look forward to speaking to you.